So yeah, what I do here is I like to chat with people really about anything, but preferably something they really think is true, something that maybe matters to them, they use to act upon regularly, and some preferably something that might be extraordinary or supernatural or something that maybe most people don't believe but you believe, something less mainstream or controversial. Those are the more interesting ones.
Okay.
Anything like that you have?
Well, what do you mean, for example? Can you give me an example?
Like some maybe ghosts or God or karma, afterlives, or some type of political issue that's controversial, like should we build a wall, free speech?
I don't think we should, the wall thing, I don't think we should build. People always find a way around it. Like it's right next to the water, so people like easily go in the water or go around it. So
yeah.
I don't believe what Trump is doing, but he's our president right now. But that's
okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any supernatural beliefs or any conspiracy theories, anything like that?
Supernatural beliefs about I believe in ghosts. I believe like we're not alone in this world. I believe that I believe they can't physically touch us, but I believe like we can sense they're there with us, because like I believe at my house, I believe it's haunted because like every time I'm alone, it's like stuff has happened around my house. Like doors would be opening by themselves, the lights would be flickering on and off, and even if I switch light bulb, it still flickers on and off. So that's probably the most activity I've gotten in my house.
Okay, we could talk about that if you want.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Timer for 5. So ghosts are a thing and are real. That's your position. Could I get a sense of your confidence that is the case? Say on a scale from 0 to 100?
A scale to 0 to 100, I'll probably give it like a 98.
98?
Yeah, 98.
So by this amount of confidence, this means like it's possible these might not be real. You could be mistaken.
Yeah, they're definitely real. Because when we went to the Queen Mary the other day when I met up with another YouTuber, he was showing us around the haunted Queen Mary. We went down to the boiler room, and there was so much activity down there.
What do you mean?
Like so much activity. Like you hear like things like knocking. When we communicated with them, because these girls I used to hang out with, they talk to the spirit, so they have the spirit board with them. And whenever I was kind of against it at first, like I didn't believe it, but after I played the spirit board myself, and we used like a quarter, and we were just like turning the quarter around the paper, and then we just asked the ghost stat. We ended up finding his name is John, and like I was telling her, "Are you moving it?" And she's like, "No, I'm not moving it." She's like, "Are you?" I was like, "No, I'm definitely not moving it." And then he was just asking us questions, like we're asking a question, like we're saying, "What's my name? What's her name?" And every question he's gotten right, like from Omar to Adrian to Kelsey.
If someone came up to the table and could explain to us how that could happen without actually appealing to ghosts at all, would that have any effect on your confidence?
Not really, because it's what I believe. So I believe in it. Another person don't need to believe in it, but it's my faith is what I believe in.
Yeah. So if you found out something or learned something to your satisfaction that could explain how that could happen without ghosts, would that have any effect on your confidence? Ghosts are real?
No, not at all.
So is there any other reason why you think ghosts are real?
No, I just believe that we're not alone in this world. Like I believe that I believe some spirits don't pass on. They stay here with us, and they'll I can't really explain it, but
why do you believe that's true?
Because I have experienced it myself.
What's the best example?
I have been having dreams, and like I sense like I always feel like a person in my house has touched me, like when I was asleep. Like, for example, like this has happened to me recently where I was covering myself, and I just felt like the blanket pull itself from me, like it was taking the blanket off of me in my own home. And there was no draft. My windows were closed. My fan was off, and like I was scared at first, but then I ended up finding out it's not a bad spirit. I guess the spirit was just messing with me, kind of thing.
Okay, so you've had some personal experiences that give you confidence.
Yeah.
For example, like sensing something was touching you.
Yeah, like something was there with me. I could feel it every day in that room. I'm not alone. Like throughout the house, I feel like I'm not alone. Even when my parents are gone, I feel that I'm not alone.
Yeah. So you feel this way. Is there any way are feelings the most reliable way to tell if this is real or not?
To me, it is.
To you, it is.
Yeah.
If someone else came up to the table and said they had some very similar experiences, and they attributed their experiences to like leprechauns, would that be a good way to come to belief in leprechauns by going off their feelings and stuff like that?
No, because it's what they believe in. I can't judge someone based on what they believe in. When I was younger, I always thought leprechauns were real. Like when I was in like elementary, our teacher was like, hold out your hand and make sure you cover the leprechaun. So like when I was younger, I thought leprechauns were real until I got a little bit older, finding out they're nothing but make believe.
So if someone's seen both of you using feelings to come to your beliefs about ghosts or leprechauns,
yeah, but
is there any way to tell which one is more accurate in their beliefs?
Not really, because everybody has their own beliefs.
For yourself, do you wonder if your beliefs are actually accurate? Do you care about that?
Not necessarily. Like I said, it's my beliefs. It's what I believe in. You don't have to believe me. It's like I always say, feeling or seeing is believing. If you don't feel it or you don't see it, you're not gonna believe it. But if I feel it and I see it, I am gonna believe it.
Yeah, and using feelings to come to beliefs like this, are they guaranteed to make the belief true?
Not really.
Okay. And is there any way to actually tell if it actually, how could someone determine if it's actually true?
Because they have to feel it. They have to feel it. They have to actually feel the spirit. They have to feel that it's sensing, like the sense that is there.
And if someone attributed their feelings to something else, is there any way to tell which one is more accurate?
Not really. Not necessarily.
There's no way to tell?
No, unless you play with like the spirit board, the Ouija board, then there's no other way to tell.
So is there any way to test this belief at all? Is there anything you could learn or find out to change your mind about it?
Yes, I would say play the spirit board or the Ouija board or anything that has to do with paranormal stuff.
Are those good reasons to believe that ghosts are real using those spirit boards and stuff?
Yes, or go to a haunted place where there's a lot of activity, really dark. Be by yourself, and be one-on-one with the spirits.
Okay. If someone else had like a leprechaun board and attributed their stuff to leprechauns, and would that be a good reason to believe in leprechauns?
I would want to try it out first to see if it worked. Yeah. Like I would want to see. I would be like, I'll give you a chance for me to try it out, like and see if I believe it. I'm not saying I won't believe in it. I'll give it a try. They could show me anything to make me believe.
So if someone's using like a leprechaun board and someone's using a spirit board, and they're both thinking it's working for them, and they're using it as evidence in both of their beliefs, is there any way to tell which one is more accurate?
Not really. Not necessarily.
Should we be highly confident in beliefs that we can't tell are accurate?
Not really, no.
So is like 98% the most accurate spot to be for you?
Yeah, because I believe in ghosts.
Why?
Why? Because I felt it. Like you don't need to feel it, but I felt it. You don't need to believe me.
Why should you trust your feelings?
Because I had encounters like I told you with the pulling of the sheets and going to the Queen Mary, feeling the pressure, feeling that shiver, coldness.
How does feeling coldness relate to ghosts being real?
Because when I was there was no, like, all the windows were closed, there was no draft, and when you walk to a certain area, it's like you get that chill feeling, like that cold feeling that's the one there.
Is it possible for people to have chill feelings without ghosts being real?
There can be.
How can we tell if a chill feeling is caused by a ghost or not?
I do not know. That's a tough one.
Okay. Cool. Well, anything else about that, Adrian?
No, that's it.
Sweet. All right. Well, thanks so much for the conversation.
Thank you.
It's really fun. Have a great day. See you.